Mic check, 1, 2, 3, testing, testing. Check, check, check. Mic check, 1, 2, 3, testing, testing. Mic check, 1, 2, 3, testing, testing.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
Weather Guard.
Remember that first time you rode a bike? Really hard at first, but you kept improving. That's the thinking behind the Money Builder Share Certificate from Fiber Federal Credit Union. We heard that making that first step to saving is the hardest, so we made it a little easier. With as little as $25, you can save at a rate that is way higher than regular savings accounts. And after 18 months, you've saved a nice little nest egg. The Money Builder Share Certificate from Fiber Federal, federally insured by NCUA.
Call Weather Guard.
577-7200.
Weather Guard.
Hi, it's Jess and Bobby checking in from the Grown Man's Candy Store. I'm sure we can all agree that Mother Nature has been a little, unpredictable this year,
to say the least. But one thing you can predict is steel's power and reliability.
At Cowlitz River Rigging, we carry a wide variety of superior steel, gas, and battery-powered equipment to get all your jobs done.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
It's coyote season here at Cowlitz River Rigging. You might be asking yourself, what does that mean?
It means haying, cutting, mowing, moving, plowing, sowing, pushing, pulling, digging, ripping, tilling, towing season.
Coyote tractors are fuel efficient, rugged, and ready to work.
Stop in at the Grown Man's Candy Store and test drive a Coyote tractor today.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
I call myself a confident backseat driver. Mom, brakes please.
Gotcha.
But I'm less confident in the economy.
Same here, buddy.
Thankfully, Les Schwab Tires helps make sure that our safety never takes a backseat, even when we're watching our wallets.
Hurry in and save up to $200 on a set of 4 tires, plus get an extra $50 off with financing. Limited time offer while supplies last. Terms and conditions apply. Details at leschwab.com/sale.
Hi, this is Mike from Dick Hanna Toyota. We've been part of this community for years. We're proud to support our Cowlitz Black Bears once again this year. One of the nicest experiences each summer is to be with family and friends watching America's pastime. Dick Hanna Dealerships has been around for over 70 years, and they are a local family-owned business with a tradition of supporting our community.
Dick Hanna Toyota, believe in nice.
Warmer weather is here, and what better way to enjoy a summer day than with a trip to the ballpark to watch Cowlitz Black Bears baseball.
Play ball!
Don't miss the action on the diamond as the Cowlitz Black Bears match up against other Western League rivals for the championship. This safe, outdoor event is a perfect outing for all. Peace Health is again a proud sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears. We have our team of medical experts on deck to provide our community with the care they need. Bring your family and bring your friends to a fun-filled time at the ballpark. and make it a part of your healthy, active summer. Peace, health, and Cowlitz Black Bears baseball. A great double play. Cowlitz PUD proudly supports our community and the Cowlitz Black Bears. Visit cowlitzpud.org to learn about customer-friendly opportunities like our new ride share program, which allows you to rent our all-electric Chevy Bolt. Whether you want to take it on a quick trip or a scenic drive, the first 4 hours are free, then $4 an hour after that. Again, that's cowlitzpud.org. Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh-cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
Weather Guard.
Remember that first time you rode a bike? Really hard at first, but you kept improving. That's the thinking behind the Money Builder Share Certificate from Fiber Federal Credit Union. We heard that making that first step to saving is the hardest, so we made it a little easier. With as little as $25, you can save at a rate that is way higher than regular savings accounts. And after 18 months, you've saved a nice little nest egg. The Money Builder Share Certificate from Fiber Federal, federally insured by NCUA.
Call Weather Guard.
577-7200.
Weather Guard.
Hi, it's Jess and Bobby checking in from the Grown Man's Candy Store. I'm sure we can all agree that Mother Nature has been a little, unpredictable this year,
To say the least, but one thing you can predict is steel's power and reliability.
At Cowlitz River Rigging, we carry a wide variety of superior steel, gas, and battery-powered equipment to get all your jobs done.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
It's coyote season here at Cowlitz River Rigging. You might be asking yourself, what does that mean?
It means haying, cutting, mowing, moving, plowing, sowing, pushing, pulling, digging, ripping, tilling, towing season.
Coyote tractors are fuel efficient, rugged, and ready to work.
Stop in at the Grown Man's Candy Store and test drive a Coyote tractor today.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
I call myself a confident backseat driver. Mom, brakes please.
Gotcha.
But I'm less confident in the economy.
Same here, buddy.
Thankfully, Les Schwab Tires helps make sure that our safety never takes a backseat, even when we're watching our wallets.
Hurry in and save up to $200 on a set of 4 tires, plus get an extra $50 off with financing. Limited time offer while supplies last. Terms and conditions apply. Details at leschwab.com/sale.
Hi, this is Mike from Dick Hanna Toyota. We've been part of this community for years. We're proud to support our Cowlitz Black Bears once again this year. One of the nicest experiences each summer is to be with family and friends watching America's pastime. Dick Hanna Dealerships has been around for over 70 years, and they are a local family-owned business with a tradition of supporting our community.
Dick Hanna Toyota, believe in nice.
Warmer weather is here, and what better way to enjoy a summer day than with a trip to the ballpark to watch Cowlitz Black Bears baseball.
Play ball!
Don't miss the action on the diamond as the Cowlitz Black Bears match up against other Western League rivals for the championship. This safe, outdoor event is a perfect outing for all. Peace Health is again a proud sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears. We have our team of medical experts on deck to provide our community with the care they need. Bring your family and bring your friends to a fun-filled time at the ballpark and make it a part of your healthy, active summer. Peace, health, and Cowlitz Black Bears baseball. A great double play. Cowlitz PUD proudly supports our community and the Cowlitz Black Bears. Visit cowlitzpud.org to learn about customer-friendly opportunities like our new ride share program, which allows you to rent our all-electric Chevy Bolt. Whether you want to take it on a quick trip or a scenic drive, the first 4 hours are free, then $4 an hour after that. Again, that's cowlitzpud.org. Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh-cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black.
Good evening and welcome to David's Story Field for the middle game of the 3-game series between the Walla Sweets and your Cowlitz Black Bears. I'm Joey Senna. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Walla Sweets. Leading off once again, playing second base, Kennedy Hara. Batting second at the hot corner, Andrew Graham. Batting third, the center fielder, Ben Parker. Batting cleanup tonight, the designated hitter, Caleb Gray. In the fifth hole, the first baseman, Manny Casillas. Batting sixth, the right fielder, Logan Meyer. Batting seventh, the left fielder, Aiden Espinoza. Batting eighth, behind the plate for Walla, Kevin Spear. Rounding out the lineup in the sixth hole, Peyton Knowles. They're going to be facing off against Bjorn Johnson. Bjorn's making his fourth appearance for the Black Bears. Just finished his senior year of high school. He's committed to Auburn University. The left-hander is 200 pounds, stands at 6 foot 2 inches. He comes in with a 0-0 record. His ERA, sub-1, 0.69. He started in all of his appearances, and he's tossed 13 innings, giving up just 1 earned run. In those 13 innings, he has 15 strikeouts, 3 walks, and has given up 4 hits. His last time out was against Ridgefield on June the 17th. He tossed 4 innings, gave up his first run of the season on 2 hits, 2 walks, and he struck out 6 batters in 17 batters faced. Before that was against Edmonton. 4 scoreless frames of no-hit ball. He did give up 1 walk, and he struck out 5 batters. His first time out was against Yakima Valley. 5 scoreless, giving up just 2 hits. 4 strikeouts and 18 batters faced. A top prospect coming out of high school. He'll be facing off against Kennedy Hara to start the evening. Working from the windup, first pitch at the belt for strike 1. At 6:35. It's a warm day here in Longview, 77 degrees with winds up to 11 miles an hour. Johnson quickly ahead of the leadoff hitter. No balls and 2 strikes. The flag is whipping towards us at the moment in left center field. Fastball is upstairs. 1-2. Hara's playing in his 14th game for the Sweets, hitting a whopping .438. The 1-2, fouled back, and we'll do it again. Let's take a look at the keys to the game. Keep the offense rolling. Since being shut out in the series finale against Portland, Black Bears have scored 24 runs in the last 4 games, winning 3 out of 4 of those. The 1-2. Hara takes strike 3. 1 up and 1 down for Bjorn Johnson to start his evening. Averages a little bit more than 1 strikeout per frame. So he'll go at Andrew Graham for the first time with nobody on and 1 away. The other key to the game, limiting those free passes once again. Last night, only 3 walks were given up The Black Bears pitchers will look to do the same or better tonight. Missing with the slider inside, 1-0. We're going to see a fastball, a slider, a curveball, and we'll see a changeup mixed in there as well from the left-hander. Fastball is up and away. 2 balls and no strikes. Johnson will have a quick word with himself, and he steps back on the rubber. The third baseman playing in his 20th game, one of 2 guys playing in their 20th game. Fastball misses outside. 3 balls and no strikes. Johnson looking for his command early on after striking out Hara looking. The 3-0 misses inside. A 4-pitch walk issued to Andrew Graham. First base runner of the game as it moves along to the center fielder, Ben Parker. Parker having a great start to his sweet season, hitting .357. He's got 25 hits in 70 opportunities. Forces Johnson to work from the stretch for the first time. Fastball catches the inside corner. No balls and 1 strike. The Black Bears come in at 9-12, and the Sweets the same in the loss column. They come in at 7-12. Big deep breath from Johnson, delivers home. Ground ball, softly hit to Eli Kennel, goes to second for 1, and they won't have a play at first. They get the lead runner in Andrew Graham. So 1 away on the fielder's choice for Ben Parker, who stands at first. Make it 2 outs. For the designated hitter, Caleb Gray. A lot of right-handers in the lineup for Walla Walla to face the southpaw Johnson. Misses low and in for ball 1. The West Coast League put out a spotlight ranking where Bjorn Johnson was number 2 on the list. Gets ready to throw the 1-0. Gets a swing and a miss out of Gray to even up the count. Committed to Auburn, Johnson was named the Gatorade High School Player of the Year for Washington. Moves ahead, 1 ball and 2 strikes. He's Baseball America's number 103 high school prospect for the upcoming MLB draft. The 1-2. Half-hearted swing out of Caleb Gray. Strikeout number 2 ends the inning, and the Black Bears offense will get to work for the first time. We're scoreless here in Game 2.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh-cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Remember that first time you rode a bike? Really hard at first, but you kept improving. That's the thinking behind the Money Builder Share Certificate from Fiber Federal Credit Union. We heard that making that first step to saving is the hardest, so we made it a little easier. With as little as $25, you can save at a rate that is way higher than regular savings accounts. And after 18 months, you've saved a nice little nest egg. The Money Builder Share Certificate from Fiber Federal, federally insured by NCUA.
It's coyote season here at Cowlitz River Rigging. You might be asking yourself, what does that mean?
It means haying, cutting, mowing, moving, plowing, sowing, pushing, pulling, digging, ripping, tilling, towing season.
Coyote tractors are fuel efficient, rugged, and ready to work.
Stop in at the Grown Man's Candy Store and test drive a Coyote tractor today.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
Welcome back as we begin the home half of the first inning. The Black Bears will be facing off against Francisco Lopez. Leading off, playing center field once again, Sam Canton. Batting second, playing second, Eli Kennel. In the third hole, the left fielder, Ethan Mann. Batting cleanup for the Black Bears tonight, the first baseman, Brandon Larson. In the fifth spot, the designated hitter, Grant J. 6 and 7 hitters, the right fielder, Latrey McCollum, and the third baseman, Tice Peterson. First pitch, off speed, below the zone, gets a swing and miss from Sam Canton. Batting eighth, the shortstop, Eli Lopez, and in the ninth spot, the catcher, Connor Talixon, getting his first start of the series. Canton takes low to even up the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Canton had a couple hits in the first game of the series, and he has 9 multi-hit games this season. Shows bunt, pulls back on the fastball, up and away. 2 balls and 1 strike. The umpires tonight, behind the plate is Jim Courtney, and out in the field is Tom Purchase, who was behind the plate in last night's game and will be again tomorrow. Fastball is up and away once again, 3-1 to the leadoff hitter. Those multi-hit games have helped Canton with his batting average. He's hitting .375, has 27 hits in 19 games. Fouls off the 3-1 pitch to fill up the count. Lopez making his second start, his first one against these Cowlitz Black Bears. It was at home when the Black Bears won the game 10-0. Lopez only went 2 2/3 innings. The payoff pitch is low and in. A leadoff walk issue to Sam Canton. In those 2 2/3 innings, gave up 5 hits on 3 earned runs, walked a couple batters, and struck out 4. He faced 16 batters in just 2 2/3 innings. Looking to bounce back against the same team that beat him up. Check swing from Eli Kennel. They checked down with Tom Purchase, and he held up his swing. 1 ball and no strikes. Kennel hitting .278 for the Black Bears, but playing in just his 6th game. I say rule of thumb, you have to give guys at least 15 games, and then their batting average is more realistic, a true batting average. So Sam is hitting a true .375 in 19 games played. He leads from first. 2-0 is chop foul to move the count to 2-1. The Black Bears won game 1, 7-1. Carter Gaston with another fantastic appearance. He got the win in last night's game. I had said Kyle Etheridge got the win at the end of last night's game, but it went to Carter Gaston. Etheridge pitched an immaculate inning yesterday in the 6th inning. Did some research, and there's been 114 immaculate innings in the big leagues. The count fills up to 2 consecutive hitters. The first immaculate inning in the major leagues, a little bit of a history lesson, was by John Clark on June the 4th back in 1889. So in more than 130 years, there's been 114 immaculate innings. The payoff pitch was skied high to the first baseman, Manny Casillas, who had quite an adventure corralling that one, but able to do so to retire Kennel. That'll bring up the number 3 hitter, the left fielder tonight, Ethan Mann. Seen Mann all over in the lineup. Seen him in the leadoff spot when Canton has a day off. Seen him hit 2, 3, 4, but usually in the top 4. Breaking ball is upstairs for ball 1. So the MLB averages less than 1 immaculate inning per season. And each team plays 162 games. off the bat of Mann, 1 ball. In 130 years, there's been 114 immaculate innings. The payoff pitch was skied high to the first baseman, Manny Casillas, to track it all the way in. That would have been trouble for Canton, who was at first base. The runner goes, and Canton slides head first. He makes it in time for his 4th stolen bag of the season. First runner in scoring position for Cowlitz comes with 1 out here in the first inning. One ball and 2 strikes to the left fielder, who's sitting .323, playing in just his 9th game. He's got 10 hits and 31 tries. He's got 4 ribbies on the season, has a chance for another here, takes a fastball outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Man awaits a 2-2, swings and misses. First strikeout of the game for Francisco Lopez. The Black Bears looking for some timely hitting with 2 outs. It's going to be Brandon Larson who will have an opportunity. Larson with 1 RBI this season, playing in his 6th game. Takes a fastball outside, 0-1. Build with Baker. Baker Lumber Company is at 311 Pine Street in Kelso, Washington. Don't live through summer with an old rotten deck. Build with Baker. Baker Lumber Company, 360-423-3900. Lopez steps off and asks for some new signs from the catcher, Kevin Spear. Lopez set from the stretch, fires home, and fouled off, 0-2. Let's meet the outfield. For the Sweets in left is Aiden Espinoza. In center, Ben Parker. And in right, once again, Logan Meyer. The left side of the infield, Andrew Graham at third, Peyton Knowles in the 6th hole. And on the right side, Kennedy Hara at second once again. As Lopez steps off, we'll go have a few words with Peyton Knowles, who was putting down signs, and Lopez wasn't catching on. The first baseman, Manny Casillas, and Kevin Spear doing the catching for Francisco Lopez. Lopez out of Columbia Basin Community College, originally from Tucson, Arizona. The 0-2. Chopper at the first baseman, Manny Casillas, who tags the bag himself to conclude the first. We head to the top of the second, 0-0 in game 2.
Five 777-200.
Weather guard!
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
Weather guard!
Hi, it's Jess and Bobby checking in from the Grown Man's Candy Store. I'm sure we can all agree that Mother Nature has been a little, unpredictable this year, to say the least. But one thing you can predict is steel's power and reliability. At Cowlitz River Rigging, we carry a wide variety of superior steel, gas, and battery-powered equipment to get all your jobs done.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
Moments away from the top of the second inning. Scoreless here in the middle game of the series. Johnson will face Casillas, Meyer, and Espinoza, 5, 6, and 7 hitters for Walla Walla. Lefty on lefty matchup. First pitch, a fastball on the outer half of the plate, called strike 1. We'll meet the defense for the Black Bears. In left, Ethan Mann, the captain, Sam Canton in center. And Latrey McCollum gets the start in right. Quickly, 0-2. Tice Peterson at third, Eli Lopez at short, and the other Eli, Kennel at second. Brandon Larson at first, and behind the plate doing the catching for Johnson is Connor Talixon. Doesn't get the call, so it moves to 1-2. Casillas, playing in his 17th game this season for Walla Walla, is hitting .238. The 1-2, fouled. We'll do it again. Bob's is the proud sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears Party Deck and has been serving our community since 1947. The 1-2, fouled off once again. Before your next adventure or for local knowledge and 50,000 square feet of shopping, head to Bob's at 1111 Hudson Street in Longview, Washington, or go to bobsmerch.com. The 1-2 once again, just a bit outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Johnson likes to step off the mound for a minute after he's unhappy with the pitch, but quickly back on the rubber with the pitch clock. Casillas pestering Johnson in his first plate appearance will not go down. First battle, really, of the night for Bjorn Johnson. Let's see who will win it. Shaking off Talixon on the first pitch. Here's the 2-2. Inside for Casillas, who works it full. Johnson takes his hat off, removes some sweat, and steps back on the bump. The payoff pitch. Waved at and missed. Strikeout number 3 for Bjorn Johnson, and he hasn't even faced 6 batters yet. With nobody on and 1 out, it's going to be Logan Meyer, who gets his first opportunity to face the southpaw Johnson. Takes a fastball on the outside corner for strike 1. Recent history with the Sweets. When the Bears played Walla Walla last time, they won game 1 of this series 10-0. Waved at and missed 0-2 to the right fielder. Game 2, the Black Bears took 7-2. Walla Walla was able to avoid the sweep, taking game 3 4-3. And in this series, the Black Bears took game 1. Strikeout number 4 for Johnson, and 2 in the inning. 3 out of 4 strikeouts for Johnson, swinging. Struck out Kennedy Hara looking to start the game. Looking for his first 1-2-3 inning here in the second. He'll have to go through the left fielder, Aiden Espinoza, who bats from the left side as well. He takes a slider on the outer half of the plate, called strike 1. The Black Bears now 3-1 this season against Walla Walla. Hit into the air, into shallow left center field, and that finds the outfield grass. First hit of the game for either side comes with 2 outs in the top of the second. It's going to be the catcher, Kevin Spear. Playing in his 7th game for the Sweets, is hitting .150. He's 3 for 20. The 10 runs against the Sweets, the first time they face off this series, still a season high for the Black Bears. Deep breath from Johnson, who throws home. On the inner half of the plate, strike 1 called. In 4 matchups with the Sweets so far this season, Cowlitz has a +20 run differential. That's the highest against any opponent for the Bears this season. 0-1, slider misses a bit down and in. 1-1 to the number 8 hitter. There's been a couple base runners, but no one has reached second for the Sweets. Fastball a bit upstairs. Johnson falls behind 2-1. Espinoza not with the big league. Hits it down the left field line, and it's fair. Extra bases. Ethan Mann just fields it, throws it home. The run scores, and into third is Kevin Spear with his 4th hit of the season, and he picks up his 2nd RBI. Walla strikes first in the 2nd, and only the 2nd earned run given up by Bjorn Johnson this season. Espinoza had a 2-out jump from first. The number 9 hitter, Peyton Knowles, takes a bit outside. It's 1-0. Missing once again, 2 balls and no strikes. Knowles having a good season in the number 9 spot tonight. He's sitting .325. Playing in his 12th game for Walla. Takes a fastball at the knees. 2-1. A great selection and low prices. Bud Clary is your local partner when finding a new or certified pre-owned vehicle. Start shopping for your next car, truck, or SUV. 2-1, waved at and missed to even up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 on and 2 out here in the top of the 2nd. Start shopping for your next car, truck, or SUV on Commerce Avenue or 700 7th Avenue in Longview, Washington, or go to budclary.com. Borderline pitch is called outside. Full counts to the number 9 hitter, who's got 6 walks on the year. Johnson looking for his 5th strikeout, one time through the lineup. Fouled and spoiled off from Peyton Knowles. We'll do it again. The Black Bears, after the win last night, move to 4-6 at home. And Walla falls to 2-8 on the road. The payoff pitch fouled off once more by Peyton Knowles. Making Johnson work here in the 2nd. 1 run came in on the RBI double from Kevin Spear. That scored Aiden Espinoza, who got a 2-out single. The payoff pitch outside. Johnson loses the number 9 hitter, and the Sweets have runners on the corners as the batting lineup flips over for the first time tonight. We'll keep an eye on Peyton Knowles, who has 1 stolen bag this season with the runner on third. It's always a wild card if a coach sends a runner. Called strike 1 on Kennedy Hara, who went down looking in his only plate appearance. Hara with 6 RBIs this season has an opportunity for 1 more here in the 2nd. The 0-1 hit into the air on the left side. It's Eli Lopez in foul territory, tracking it down, and that'll end the inning. But not before a 2-out RBI double from Kevin Spear gives the Sweets a 1-0 lead.
Warmer weather is here, and what better way to enjoy a summer day than with a trip to the ballpark to watch Cowlitz Black Bears baseball.
Play ball!
Don't miss the action on the diamond as the Cowlitz Black Bears match up against other Western League rivals for the championship. This safe, outdoor event is a perfect outing for all. Peace Health is again a proud sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears. We have our team of medical experts on deck to provide our community with the care they need. Bring your family and bring your friends to a fun-filled time at the ballpark and make it a part of your healthy, active summer. Peace Health and Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball. A great double play.
Hi, this is Mike from Dick Hanna Toyota. We've been part of this community for years. We're proud to support our Cowlitz Black Bears once again this year. One of the nicest experiences each summer is to be with family and friends watching America's pastime. Dick Hanna Dealerships has been around for over 70 years, and they are a local family-owned business with a tradition of supporting our community.
Dick Hanna Toyota, believe in nice.
Cowlitz PUD proudly supports our community and the Cowlitz Black Bears. Visit cowlitzpud.org to learn about customer-friendly opportunities like our new ride share program, which allows you to rent our all-electric Chevy Bolt. Whether you want to take it on a quick trip or a scenic drive, the first 4 hours are free, then $4 an hour after that. Again, that's cowlitzpud.org.
I call myself a confident backseat driver.
Buddy's Home Furnishings, 840 Ocean Beach Highway. Come see why Buddy's is better. The Black Bears will bat for the second time in the bottom of the second, looking to respond to the one run Walla Walla put up in the top of the frame. It's going to be Grant J., Latrey McCollum, and Tice Peterson to face Francisco Lopez for the first time tonight. Ball one thrown to Grant J. The 1-0. Inside fastball, 2-0. The West Coast League shares stats, player of the weeks, and more on social media. They just shared that in week 4, Grant J had the hardest hit ball in the league last Saturday against the Drifters. His exit velocity was a whopping 109.5 miles per hour. The 2-0 taken in the dirt and outside. Quickly, 3-0 to the leadoff hitter in the second. Chris Brown, who's not in the lineup tonight, he was in last night's game, also made the leaderboards with a 105.1 exit velocity. 3-0, Jay takes on the upper inside corner, 3-1. The next leaderboard is for the entire season thus far. 2 Black Bears on it for the distance of a home run. The 3-1 outside, and Grant J walks for the 7th time tonight, or the 7th time this season, rather. Leadoff base runner aboard for the Black Bears, as they had last inning when Sam Canton was walked to start the game. Latrey McCollum bats for the first time. Takes ball one low and away. Playing in just his 6th game out of UC Santa Barbara. He's sitting .316. He's got 6 hits and 19 tries. Takes outside, 2-0. We're going to have a quick mound visit from the pitching coach, Anthony Murillo. Two Black Bears on the leaderboard for the distance of a home run. Tied for second at 403 feet is Tice Peterson and Grant J. Both of them in the lineup tonight. Peterson stands in the on-deck circle. Home plate umpire Jim Courtney goes and breaks up the meeting. Peterson did it to lead off the 3rd inning last Sunday in Springfield. And Jay did it on June the 17th in the 7th inning in Ridgefield. Finding the zone once again on the outer half of the plate, 2-1. Ridgefield is a home run friendly park, but at 403 feet, Jay would have hit it out most, if not all, ballparks in the West Coast League. Ahead 3-1, and a hitter's count is McCollum. McCollum awaits the 3-1, swings and chops it foul to fill up the count. A lot of full counts on both sides early on here in Game 2. Francisco Lopez working in the stretch with Grant J on first. He works from the first base side of the rubber, as far over as you can get. The payoff pitch, breaking ball, hits Latrey McCollum as Grant J was running. So a couple guys on for the Black Bears, looking to respond to the Sweets one-run put up in the top of the inning. Jay moves to second. Another runner in scoring position for the Black Bears, unable to capitalize on it in the first. Looking to change that here in the second. It's going to be Tice Peterson. Swings and misses at the first pitch, 0-1. Peterson sitting 188 this season. Out of Oregon State. Speaking of Oregon State, the Black Bears are going to head to Corvallis this weekend to play the Knights. A chopper is a comebacker. Lopez goes to second, but unable to get the speedy Latrey McCollum. A mistake from the pitcher who should have thrown to first and get the automatic out. Instead, the fielder's choice for Tice Peterson loads the bases, and there's nobody out in the second inning. It's going to be Eli Lopez. The bases are juiced here in the second. The Black Bears still looking for their first hit. Jay reached on a walk. McCollum hit by a pitch, and the fielder's choice hits Lopez, and the tying run is in. Lopez picks up an RBI, his 7th of the year, as Jay comes in and scores. The bases still loaded at one end. We're all tied up at 1. Weekend to play the Knights. A chopper is a comebacker. Lopez goes to second, but mistake on that decision. Cost him an out. Nobody out for the number 9 hitter, Connor Tallickson. Takes a fastball upstairs, 1-0. Lopez in some trouble here in the second. Fastball catches the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike to Tallickson, who's hitting .250. Getting his 10th start this season behind the plate for Cowlitz. The 1-1, hit hard, and that'll drive in at least 1 run. A second run is being waved in. Here comes Tice Peterson, and a 2-run single for the number 9 hitter, Connor Tallickson, gives the Black Bears a 3-1 lead. They beat up Lopez the last time they faced him in Walla Walla, and they're getting to him here in the second. Still nobody out, and 3 runs in with the top of the lineup due up. McCollum, after being hit by a pitch, came in to score, and Peterson scored from second after reaching on the fielder's choice, where Lopez should have thrown over to first. So 1-0 to the leadoff hitter, Sam Canton. Stole a bag and walked his last time and only plate appearance tonight. 1-0, way inside. 2-0 to the center fielder. Canton second on the team in RBIs. He's got 10 of them. Has a chance here with Lopez at second. Looking to add on to the 3 spot put up in the inning. Hit hard down the right field line, but it's determined to be foul. So 2-1. Corin Beverage is a proud sponsor of Cowlitz Black Bears baseball. Thanks for coming out to the ballpark, and thanks for choosing Pepsi Cola. Two and 1 to Canton. hits it hard into right field. That's a base hit for Canton. Being waved home is Eli Lopez, and he'll make it standing without a throw. 4 runs for the Black Bears here in the second. They lead 4-1. Canton now aboard. Both times he's stepped up to the plate. Now has 28 hits in just his 20th game played. It looks like the Black Bears will chase Francisco Lopez out of the game. Still nobody out here in the second and runners on. Canton hits it hard into right field. That's a base hit for Canton. Being waved home is Eli Lopez, and he'll make it standing. Eli Lopez. We'll be right back with the new arm right after this.
I call myself a confident backseat driver. Mom, brakes please.
Gotcha.
But I'm less confident in the economy.
Same here, buddy.
Thankfully, Leschwa Tires helps make sure that our safety never takes a backseat, even when we're watching our wallets.
Hurry in and save up to $200 on a set of 4 tires, plus get an extra $50 off with financing. Limited time offer while supplies last. Terms and conditions apply. Details at leschwab.com/sale.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Remember that first time you rode a bike? Really hard at first, but you kept improving. That's the thinking behind the Money Builder Share Certificate from Fiber Federal Credit Union. We heard that making that first step to saving is the hardest, so we made it a little easier. With as little as $25, you can save at a rate that is way higher than regular savings accounts. And after 18 months, you've saved a nice little nest egg. The Money Builder Share Certificate from Fiber Federal, federally insured by NCUA.
It's coyote season here at Cowlitz River Rigging. You might be asking yourself, what does that mean?
It means haying, cutting, mowing, moving, plowing, sowing, pushing, pulling, digging, ripping, tilling, towing season.
Coyote tractors are fuel efficient, rugged, and ready to work.
Stop in at the Grown Man's Candy Store and test drive a Coyote tractor today.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
Call.
The new pitcher for Walla Walla is Lane Funneman. Funneman has made 2 appearances this season. His last time out 4 days ago against Yakima Valley. Tossed 1 inning and faced a minimum. Time before that was against these Black Bears. Gave up 4 earned runs in 5 1/3. Eli Kennel is the 7th hitter to come to the plate in the inning, and there's still nobody out. "1-0. The bunt is laid down on the left side. Funneman throws to first, not in time. Eli Kennel laid down the bunt perfectly. He's got a a infield single. Canton moves to second, Talixon to third, and they have them loaded once again for the number 3 hitter, the power hitter, Ethan Mann. Three hits and 4 runs. The Black Bears look to break open this game here in the second. 1-0. The bunt is laid down on the left side. Funneman throws to first. Not in. The The 1-0 to the left fielder. Big swing coming away empty. 1 ball and 1 strike. Funneman out of Eckerd College. Southpaw is 182 pounds, stands at 6 feet 3 inches. Steps off. We'll get new signs from Kevin Spear. Big inning here for the Black Bears. Looking to add more. 2-1. The lefty throws home and catches the outside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Game also powered by Cowlitz PUD. There are lots of great reasons to go to cowlitzpud.org, like the live off-spray camera and smart hub, where you can manage your bills and usage and even set up monthly payments. Cowlitz PUD, your power. Full counts to the number 3 hitter, nowhere to put him. With the bases jacked for the Black Bears, 4 runs in already. Payoff pitch, hit into the air and left, playable for Aiden Espinoza. The throw in is a good one, but a little too high. Sliding in safely is the catcher, Connor Talixon, who knocks over Kevin Spear at the plate. The Sweets get their first out, but on a productive out for the Black Bears, the sacrifice fly. The 9th batter of the inning is Brandon Larson. With runners on first and third, now 5 runs in the second inning for Cowlitz. Still looking to add on. Inside at the hands for ball 1. Funneman gets set, delivers, and fouled off on the high fastball. 1 ball and 1 strike. The Raptors still cannot be beat. Now 11 in a row for Ridgefield. They won on a walk-off balk last night. A long pause from the left-hander. Slider is low and outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. The Raps just recently finished a series in Bend and are now hosting Bend. The 2 clubs play 6 straight games against one another. Before Funneman throws home, he checks on Eli Kennel at first. Kennel at first, Sam Canton at third. Ground ball at first, and the throw home not in time on the RBI ground out from Brandon Larson. That scores Sam Canton, who came home running on contact. After the RBI single from Canton, he has good base running and is able to come in to score the 6th run of the inning. Grant J. bats for the 2nd time in the inning. He walked and scored. The Black Bears sent 7 guys to the plate before Walla Walla was able to record an out in the second. Fouled off. 1-1 to the number 5 hitter. Grant J has 8 hits, playing in his 10th game. 6 of those 8 went for extra bases. He comes in with 3 home runs. Funneman checks the runners a couple times. Grant J hits it past the diving Andrew Graham, being waved in and scoring easily is Eli Kennel. J heads to second, and the throw off of his cleats. So an RBI single as J advances to second on the throw. The Black Bears with the 7th spot here in the second, and it's still not over yet. Biggest inning of the season for Cowlitz. Solatrey McCollum will hit for the second time in the second. He was hit by a pitch by Francisco Lopez earlier in the inning. The 0-1 at the knees, called strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes for the right fielder. He's got a couple RBIs. Playing in just his 6th game. Opportunity here with Jay on second. The 0-2. Spoiled, hit off the end of the bat for McCollum, and will do it again. The Elks playing the Raps in 6 straight games during this 11-game winning streak. I'm sure they're saying, really, we've got to play them in back-to-back series. The Elks have now lost all 4 games against the Raps, and they're playing right now as the Raps look to make it 12 in a row. The 0-2. Hit up the middle, and that finds the outfield grass. Grant J being waved home, and there's no throw, and 8 runs in for the Black Bears in the second. Wow, what an inning. Grant J came in after he singled. He scores for the second time in the second. Everybody a part of the action for the Black Bears here in the home second. I said they were looking to respond to the 1 run put up by Walla Walla. Well, they did that plus a lot more. 5 hits and 8 runs, all coming in the second inning. Peterson reached on the fielder's choice that ended up costing the Sweets an out. He went to second, trying to get maybe a double play, but with the speedy runner in McCollum unable to get him. And there was no shot at getting Peterson after the throw over to second. That loaded the bases at the time. Lopez went on to get hit by a pitch with the bases loaded. Talixon had a 2-run single. Canton had an RBI single. Throwing over, trying to keep McCollum close to the bag. Then Larson had an RBI ground out. Jay had an RBI single. And now McCollum joins the fun and has an RBI single. He's running to second on the high fastball and is thrown out. Caught stealing. Whew! What an inning for the Black Bears. Breaking it open here in Game 2. And in the second, they sent 12 batters to the plate. They lead 8-1 as we head to the top of the third.
David Leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
Weather Guard.
Hi, it's Jess and Bobby checking in from the Grown Man's Candy Store. I'm sure we can all agree that Mother Nature has been a little, unpredictable this year, to say the least. But one thing you can predict is steel's power and reliability. At Cowlitz River Rigging, we carry a wide variety of superior steel, gas, and battery-powered equipment to get all your jobs done.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
Warmer weather is here, and what better way to enjoy a summer day than with a trip to the ballpark to watch Cowlitz Black Bears baseball.
Play ball!
Don't miss the action on the diamond as the Cowlitz Black Bears match up against other Western League rivals for the championship. This safe, outdoor event is a perfect outing for all. Peace Health is again a proud sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears. We have our team of medical experts on deck to provide our community with the care they need. Bring your family and bring your friends to a fun-filled time at the ballpark and make it a part of your healthy, active summer. Peace Health and Cowlitz Black Bears baseball. A great double play.
0-1 after Graham foul off the first pitch he saw and does it again. 0-2. Off the netting and gets into the stands. The 0-2 in the dirt. 1-2. The Black Bears with the biggest inning of the season. They've put up a 5 spot against Walla Walla earlier in the season. That had been their biggest inning prior to tonight. Ground ball to third. Peterson throws a one-hopper, but Brandon Larson able to corral it for the first out in the third. Nobody on and one out for the center fielder, Ben Parker. Parker hit it to a fielder's choice in his only plate appearance. Johnson sat for a very long time. Pitchers don't usually prefer to sit for that long, but when your team bats around the lineup plus more and scores 8 runs, you don't really mind it. The 1-0, Parker takes it on the outer half of the plate to even up the count, 1-1. Let's see some numbers for Cowlitz. The 1-1. In play for Brandon Larson for the 3 unassisted. 2 quick outs for Johnson after he sat for a long time. He'll now face Caleb Gray. Grant J with a .755 slugging percentage at DBU this spring. The Black Bears were looking forward to that pop that Jay adds to their lineup. Jay has hit a home run in each of his first 3 series he's played in for Cowlitz. Called strike 1 to the cleanup hitter for Walla Walla. And Sam Cannon, the captain in the outfield, has been the captain of the offense as well. The 0-1. Right down Main Street, 0-2. Hitting mostly in the leadoff spot, Cannon is leading the team, hitting .368. He has 25 hits in just 18 games played. A quick 1-2-3 inning for Bjorn Johnson as he picks up strikeout number 5. We head to the home third, 8-1, Cowlitz ahead.
Hi, this is Mike from Dicana Toyota. We've been part of this community for years. We're proud to support our Cowlitz Black Bears once again this year. One of the nicest experiences each summer is to be with family and friends watching America's pastime. Dicana Dealerships has been around for over 70 years, and they are a local family-owned business with a tradition of supporting our community.
Dicana Toyota, believe in nice.
Cowlitz PUD proudly supports our community and the Cowlitz Black Bears. Visit cowlitzpud.org to learn about customer-friendly opportunities like our new ride share program, which allows you to rent our all-electric Chevy Bolt. Whether you want to take it on a quick trip or a scenic drive, the first 4 hours are free, then $4 an hour after that. Again, that's cowlitzpud.org.
I call myself a confident backseat driver. Mom, brakes please.
Gotcha.
But I'm less confident in the economy.
Same here, buddy.
Thankfully, Les Schwab Tires helps make sure that our safety never takes a backseat, even when we're watching our wallets.
Hurry in and save up to $200 on a set of 4 tires, plus get an extra $50 off with financing. Limited time offer while supplies last. Terms and conditions apply. Details at leschwab.com/sale.
Tice Peterson will lead off the 3rd inning for the Black Bears, leading 8-1. Walla is fouled into the netting, 1-1. Coming into today's game, the Black Bears had a plus 20 run differential against the Sweets. That's going to go a bit higher. Up by 7 runs currently. They check down, and Tom Purchase said Peterson went around. So it moves to 1-2. 7, 8, 9 hitters due up for the Black Bears. 1-2 is a bit outside. Funneman back out there for the Sweets to start the 3rd. The 2-2, also outside, pounding the outer half of the plate. Full count to the 3rd baseman. Payoff pitch, same exact spots, and Jim Courtney not flinching. The leadoff man has reached in all 3 innings for the Black Bears. The only 2 guys who haven't reached, we're only in the 3rd inning, is Ethan Mann and Brandon Larson. However, both of them picked up RBIs. Mann with the sac fly and Larson with an RBI ground out. So 1-9, the whole lineup contributing. Shot into right field off the bat of Eli Lopez. He's aboard for the 2nd time, and the Black Bears in business once again. Talixon had a 2-run single his last time up, and after that came in to score on the RBI single from Sam Canton. He doubled his RBI total, swinging at the first pitch. Blooped into Logan Meyer's glove. Over to 3rd goes Tice Peterson. That kept Lopez at 1st. Runners on 1st and 3rd. Sam Canton bats for his 3rd time, and we're only in the 3rd inning. Canton walked in the 1st. Hit the RBI single last inning and came in to score. Time is called. Looks like they're going to go check on Tice Peterson, who may have slid into the bag awkwardly. The trainer is out to have a few words with Peterson and to check on him. While they check on the Black Bears' third baseman, we'll take a look at scores around the league. The Pippins are trailing to the Night Owls, 2-1 in the bottom of the fourth. Also in the bottom of the fourth is Corvallis and Springfield. They're scoreless. The Black Bears will play the Knights in back-to-back weekends. The first time will be this weekend in Corvallis, and then the Knights will travel here to Longview, Washington next weekend. Springfield will come to Longview next week on a rare Monday to Wednesday series. That includes a 4th of July game. That's a matinee game. First pitch is scheduled for 1:05. Looks like that's going to be the end of the night for Tice Peterson. Up 8-1. Why risk further injury? So it's Chris Brown who will replace Tice Peterson at third and most likely on the defensive end at third base. Chris Brown now at third. Lopez at first for Sam Canton. Lefty on lefty matchup. Long pause from Funnelman. Throws an off-speed pitch upstairs, 1-0. Bend is beating Ridgefield currently. They're playing in Ridgefield. The score is 5-2. Elks ahead. 1-0. Hit sharply at the third baseman who tags the bag, and that's a double play to end the inning. The Black Bears 8, the Sweets 1 as we head to the middle innings. Leading off the fourth inning for Walla Walla, the number 5 hitter, Manny Casillas. 1 of 5 strikeouts from Johnson, who has been attacking the zone against these Sweets. 0-1. Foul tip into the mid of Connor Talixon, 0-2. Johnson had 2 strikeouts in the first. 1 looking, 1 swinging. Outside, 1-2. 2 strikeouts in the second, both swinging, and 1 in the third. Gray went down swinging. 1-2. Called strike 3 on Manny Casillas. Strikeout number 6 for the Southpaw. Will now face Logan Meyer with nobody on and 1 out in the top of the 4th. Kamloops in Portland, currently in the top of the 2nd. They're scoreless in that game. Big swing and a miss from the right fielder, 0-1. Johnson attacking the zone, 0-2. If you're just joining us, Walla Walla took a 1-0 lead. That lead erased very quickly. The 0-2, outside, 1-2. In the bottom of the 2nd, the Black Bears sent 12 men to the plate. They came away with 8 runs. The 1-2, swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Johnson. Black Bears throw it around the horn as Aiden Espinoza will bat from the left side. 2 hits on the board for Walla Walla through 3 2/3. One of them coming from Espinoza. He scored the only run for Walla Walla. 0-1. In that second inning, the bases were loaded, and Lopez was hit by a pitch. That brought in the first run, and that started the trouble for Francisco Lopez, who was eventually chased in the inning. The 0-2, half-hearted swing. Is it a swing? They check down, and Tom Purchase shakes his head as the Black Bears defense were ready to head back to the dugout. So they'll get back in position. It's 1-2 to Espinoza. Ground ball hit at Eli Lopez. Throws on the run to get the speedy Espinoza, but it gets past Brandon Larson at first. That'll go down as a hit. Espinoza with a lot of speed. That forced Lopez to throw it on the run. We'll take another look at that in just a moment. Espinoza now 2 for 2 with a couple of singles. One and 0 to the catcher, Kevin Spear. Had an RBI double back in the 2nd. Johnson throws over to first. Ground ball hit at Eli Lopez. Throws on the run to get the speedy Espinoza. If Larson was able to catch it at first. The 1-0 on the inner half of the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike to the catcher. Coming into today, hitting 150, but a small sample size. 6 games prior to today. Johnson throws home, and it's low and in. After Lopez was hit with the bases loaded, Talixon, the number 9 hitter, had a 2-run single. Canton followed that up with an RBI single. Swing and a miss to even up the count, 2-2. Kennel got a board with the single, the number 2 hitter. Then the number 3 hitter, Ethan Mann, had a sac fly. That was followed by an RBI ground out from Brandon Larson. And Grant J, coming up to bat for the 2nd time in the inning, delivered an RBI single. The 2-2 is low. Nice job from Kevin Spear laying off the off-speed pitch. That's tempting after getting attacked with fastballs. Latrey McCollum had an RBI single after Jay. And McCollum ended up getting caught on the bases. Payoff pitch is fouled off. We'll do it once more. An 8 spot put up in that second inning as they lead 8-1. Looking to win back-to-back series. Fastball is inside. 2-out walk issued to the catcher, who's aboard for his second time tonight. Espinoza moves to second. And it's going to be Peyton Knowles batting for the second time. Walked back in the second. A good number 9 hitter for the Sweets. Hitting .325. Takes a fastball on the outside corner for strike 1. Assuming the Black Bears can hold on to this gigantic lead, they'd win their first series at home this season. A bad swing from Knowles, who falls behind 0-2. The Auburn commit throws home and fouled off from Peyton Knowles. We'll do it again. Ridgefield on their 11-game winning streak. They moved into first place. They were not in first before that. Off-speed pitch stays near Talixon to keep the runners at first and second. Ridgefield started the season 0-3 after they were swept by Corvallis. They were then 2-4 and then went on a very big winning streak that they're still on. They haven't lost since June 13th in Portland. Deuces wild here in the fourth. 2 on, 2 out, 2 balls, and 2 strikes. Big deep breath, throws home and fouled off. Knowles putting together another good at-bat. He made Johnson work hard in the second, and Knowles eventually won the battle, being walked. Looking to leave a couple guys stranded. Fouled off once again. The marathon will continue. Ridgefield atop of the leaderboard in the South Division at 15-6. Corvallis behind them at 12-7. And the Black Bears have 6 games against them in the next week and a half. On the outside corner, borderline call, doesn't go Johnson's way as the defense was ready to head towards the dugout again. Got some fireworks out in the distance. They're selling fireworks here in Longview, Washington, just about on every corner. We're seeing some red fireworks in the distance and maybe some green in there as well. The sun's still out, so it's kind of hard to see. And it looks like the fireworks show comes to an end out in the distance in right center. Pitching coach Justin Parrish jogs out there to talk to the left-hander. Bases loaded for the Sweets, trailing 8-1. Johnson and the Black Bears do have 2 outs. After striking out the first 2 batters that Johnson faced in the fourth, A 2-out single from the number 7 hitter. The number 8 hitter was walked, as well as the number 9 hitter. So the base is loaded for the leadoff hitter for the Sweets, and Kennedy Hara. Went down looking in the first, and he flew out in foul territory that Eli Lopez was able to track down beyond the dugout of Walla Walla down the left field line. First pitch swinging is Hara. Fly ball for Latrey McCollum at the line. Makes the grab. The Sweets leave them loaded. No damage done. We head to the home fourth. Black Bears 8, Sweets 1.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Remember that first time you rode a bike? Really hard at first, but you kept improving. That's the thinking behind the Money Builder Share Certificate from Fiber Federal Credit Union. We heard that making that first step to saving is the hardest, so we made it a little easier. With as little as $25, you can save at a rate that is way higher than regular savings accounts. And after 18 months, you've saved a nice little nest egg. The Money Builder Share Certificate from Fiber Federal, federally insured by NCUA.
It's coyote season here at Cowlitz River Rigging. You might be asking yourself, what does that mean?
It means haying, cutting, mowing, moving, plowing, sowing, pushing, pulling, digging, ripping, tilling, towing season.
Coyote tractors are fuel efficient, rugged, and ready to work.
Stop in at the Grown Man's Candy Store and test drive a Coyote tractor today.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Eli Kennel to lead the inning off for the Black Bears in the fourth. Swinging and coming away empty, 0-1 as Lane Funneman back to work to start the fourth. Kicks and deals home, and the slider's taken below the knees and a bit outside. 1 ball and 1 strike to the number 2 hitter. Kennel is 1 for 2. Singled and scored in the second. Hit the ball 1.5 miles high in the first inning. It was quite the adventure of a fly ball for the first baseman, Manny Casillas. Ended up catching it behind his head and falling over, but kept the ball in his mitt. 3-1, low. And the leadoff man aboard in all 4 innings for the Black Bears here in Game 2. All of those leadoff runners via walk. Canton in the first, Jay in the second. In the third, it was Tice Peterson, who was eventually replaced by Chris Brown at third when he was at third base as a runner. Took over for him at third base as a defender as well. And now Eli Kennel with the leadoff walk. 1-0 to Ethan Mann. He's ahead 2 balls and no strikes. Hit a sacrifice fly his last time up. Picked up his 5th RBI of the season. The 2-0. Fastball taken a bit outside. 3-0. Portland is in third place. They're 10-6. Springfield right on their tail at 10-9. Southpaw deals home, taken at the belt for 3-1. The Black Bears just one game behind Springfield in the win column at 9-12. The 3-1, man hits it to the third baseman, maybe two. 5-4-3 double play. He races the leadoff base runner, and now 2 outs here in the fourth. The ball was hit just hard enough at Andrew Graham for them to churn 2. It'll be Brandon Larson. 2 outs and nobody on. Larson takes in the dirt for ball 1. Walla behind the Black Bears at 7-12, tied with the Bend Elks, who ran into Ridgefield. And in last place at the moment is Yakima Valley. The Pippins are 8-14. Ground ball hit at Hara, throws out Larson. Funneman is able to face the minimum thanks to the double play. We head to the top of the 5th. The Black Bears ahead 8-1.
Here at Cowlitz River Rigging, you might be asking yourself, what does that mean?
It means haying, cutting, mowing, moving, plowing, sowing, pushing, pulling, digging, ripping, tilling, towing season.
Coyote tractors are fuel efficient, rugged, and ready to work.
Stop in at the Grown Man's Candy Store and test drive a Coyote tractor today.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Warmer weather is here, and what better way to enjoy a summer day than with a trip to the ballpark to watch Cowlitz Black Bears baseball.
Play ball!
Don't miss the action on the diamond as the Cowlitz Black Bears match up against other Western League rivals for the championship. This safe, outdoor event is a perfect outing for all. Peace Health is again a proud sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears. We have our team of medical experts on deck to provide our community with the care they need. Bring your family and bring your friends to a fun-filled time at the ballpark and make it a part of your healthy, active summer. Peace Health and Cowlitz Black Bears baseball. A great double play.
I call myself a confident backseat driver. Mom, brakes please.
Gotcha.
But I'm less confident in the economy.
Same here, buddy.
Thankfully, Les Schwab Tires helps make sure that our safety never takes a backseat, even when we're watching our wallets.
Hurry in and save up to $200 on a set of 4 tires, plus get an extra $50 off with financing. Limited time offer while supplies last. Terms and conditions apply. Details at leschwab.com/sale.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
Weather Guard.
Bjorn Johnson's night comes to an end after 4 innings of 3-hit ball. Gave up 1 earned run. Another solid outing for the Auburn commits. New pitcher is Lucian Wexberg out of Camarillo, California. 0-1 hit into right field off the bat of Andrew Graham, and the Sweets have their leadoff hitter aboard in the 5th. Wexberg moves from the stretch, pitches from the third base side of the rubber, and the hitter's dealing with a little bit of shadows. Soft hit ground ball. Wexberg gets to it, fires over in time. A nice play from the pitcher, saying pitchers are athletes too, fielding his position very well, showing his athleticism. pouncing off the mound, getting to the ball, staying balanced, and firing a strike instead of to home plate to first base. The hitter's dealing with a little bit of shadows. Soft hit ground ball. Wexberg gets to it. Fire. But Wexberg didn't even have a chance to call off Chris Brown. He went and attacked the ball. Said, "No thanks, Chris. It's on me. I got it." Wexberg steps off but doesn't throw over. Andrew Brown is dancing around second. 2-1 to Caleb Gray, batting in the fourth spot tonight in the DH spot. He was a strikeout victim. Both times he came up to the plate. Johnson finished with 7 of them. Ground ball hit sharply at Eli Lopez, who throws out Caleb Gray. The umpire, Tom Purchase, had to get out of the way in a hurry. That ball hit on the screws. Lopez fumbled it for just 1 second, but able to gather and throw over in time to get Gray. Graham advances to third, and it's Manny Casillas, who also went down on strikes in both of his plate appearances. The 1-0 catches the outside and finished with 7 of them. Ground ball hit sharply at Eli Lopez, who throws being hit by the ground ball. That would have been a weird deflection and a challenge for the Black Bears defense. Seen a couple of weird deflections for the Black Bears. A lot of times going their way. The 2 I'm thinking of, the 1-2, waved at and caught by Talixon. It was foul-tipped. Wexberg finishes the 5th with the strikeouts. We head to the home 5th, halfway home, as the Black Bears with a big lead, leading by a touchdown, 8-1.
Jess and Bobby checking in from the Grown Man's Candy Store. I'm sure we can all agree that Mother Nature has been a little, unpredictable this year, to say the least. But one thing you can predict is steel's power and reliability. At Cowlitz River Rigging, we carry a wide variety of superior steel, gas, and battery-powered equipment to get all your jobs done.
Cowlitz River Rigging,
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
depend on us.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Call Weather Guard.
577-7200.
Weather Guard!
Hi, this is Mike from Dick Hanna Toyota. We've been part of this community for years. We're proud to support our Cowlitz Black Bears once again this year. One of the nicest experiences each summer is to be with family and friends watching America's pastime. Dick Hanna Dealerships has been around for over 70 years, and they are a local family-owned business with a tradition of supporting our community.
Dick Hanna Toyota, believe in nice.
Halfway through game 2, Bjorn Johnson started the game, and it moved on to Lucian Wexberg. Grant J hits a no-doubter into left field. It finally drops and is a home run, but that was a home run as soon as it left the bat. Grant J with his 4th home run of the season. He now has a home run in all 4 series he's been a part of for the Black Bears. He scores for the 3rd time tonight, picks up his 2nd RBI as he drives himself in. Game, and it moved on. That was about as sure of a home run as you'll see when you watch baseball. Latre McCollum fouls it. Game, and it moved on to Lucian Wexberg. Grant J hits a no-doubter into left field. It finally drops and is a home run, but now has 4 as a Black Bear. The 0-1 hits the outside corner. No balls and 2 strikes to McCollum. That ball had an exit velocity of 107 miles per hour. Thanks to TrackMan. The ball was hit a projected 350 feet over the bullpen of Walla Walla beyond left field. 2-2 hit up the middle, and that'll be a base hit for Latre McCollum. So it's going to move along to Chris Brown, who bats for the first time. He took over on the bases for Tice Peterson, who had an apparent injury. He walked off on his own power, but up by 7 runs at the time. No need to keep playing on an injured foot or ankle. 1-0 count. Brown out of the University of Connecticut. Awaits the 1-0. Hits it foul. I want to start highlighting guys that have made it to the big leagues with each team that we play for the rest of the season. So we'll look at some former Walla Walla Sweets that made their way to the show. 1-2 count to the third baseman. Funneman with the long pause in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes. First guy is a left-handed pitcher, a reliever in the Red Sox organization. It's Chris Murphy. Murphy played for the Sweets during the 2016 season and made his first appearance with the Sox this season. Fouled off, will do it again. A young Black Bears fan rushes towards it and comes away with it in a blue Nike shirt. Cody Poteet is a right-hander in the Royals organization. He made his MLB debut with the Miami Marlins in 2021. 2-2 fouled off once more from Chris Brown. Poteet pitched for Walla Walla in 2013. Eric Yardley, a right-hander, made his MLB debut with the San Diego Padres pre-COVID in 2019. He pitched for the Sweets all the way back in 2011. 2-2 hit into the air for Logan Meyer, going back and making the catch. 1 out in the 5th. 1 run in on the no-doubter from Grant J. It's going to be Eli Lopez, who was hit by a pitch with the bases loaded that really got the rally going for the Black Bears. Off to second is Latre McCollum. The ball got past Spear. Good pitch to run on. But with the speed and length of McCollum, he's tough to catch stealing. Another runner in scoring position for the Black Bears. Leading by 8 runs. The 1-0. Lopez comes away empty. Garrett Mitchell is a center fielder who played for the first time in the big leagues in 2022 for the Milwaukee Brewers. Played in Walla Walla in the 2017 season. 1-1, fouled out of play. 1-2. Jaron Duran was a Swede in 2016. Debuted for the Red Sox in 2021 and is still with the team. He's hitting .291 this season for the Sox. Funneman, low, 2-2 to the number 8 hitter. Jay Flaw, a right-hander, made his first big league appearance in 2021 with the Baltimore Orioles. Played in Walla Walla in 2014. Handful of guys, former Sweets, who have made their way all the way to the big leagues. We'll do it again. It's 2-2 to Lopez. When you put Lopez in the lineup, you know you're going to get good at-bats. Coming into the game with only 3 hits and 22 tries, Lopez always makes the opposing pitcher work and throw that extra pitch or 4. He protects very nicely up at the plate. Picked up his 7th RBI when he was hit by a pitch in the second. 2-2 once more. Funneman fires home, and what else but a foul ball off the bat of Lopez. Justin Brule pitched in 12 games for the Sweets in 2016 after his freshman season at Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. He struck out 21 over 15 innings, allowing 8 hits, 2 walks, and one unearned run. The 2-2 fouled off. Brule was picked up by the Dodgers as an undrafted free agent in 2017. Brule made his MLB debut in 2019, pitching in 21 games and making a couple starts with a 2.89 ERA. This time the ball's hit in play, gets past Kennedy Hara. Lopez wins the battle and brings in another run. Latrey McCollum scores from second. 2 more runs across for the Black Bears here in the 5th as they reach their season high in runs once more against these Sweets. 10-1. And we're not even through 5 innings, only through 4 1/3. Fantastic at bat for the shortstop, Lopez. Spoiling pitches left and right and eventually putting one in play. A line drive that got past the second baseman. Funneman throws over, trying to keep Lopez close, who has 1 stolen bag this season. The 1-0. Talixon hits it off the end of the bat, or I thought he did. It looks like it just got past Kevin Spear. Eli Lopez advances to second. One ball and one strike to the catcher. Flew out to right his last time up. Came up with a 2-run single in the second when the Black Bears sent 12 men to the plate. Came away with 8 runs. The Black Bears with 8 runs in the second, 2 here in the fifth. Walla Walla scored their lone run in the top of the second, and they had a lead for all of maybe 5 minutes. The 1-2. Talixon hits a ground ball right at Peyton Knowles. Fires across in time to retire Talixon. 2 down now in the fifth. The batting lineup will flip over once again. Sam Canton looking for his 10th multi-hit game. He got an RBI single in the second. Hit into a double play his last time up, but he couldn't have hit the ball any harder. Right at the hot corner. Andrew Graham caught it and tags third, where Chris Brown was at the time. An unconventional double play. The 1-0. Canton takes low. 2 balls and no strikes. I caught up with Canton in Springfield and asked him, what's going so well for you at the plate? And he said, well, I'm not thinking too much. I'm just going up there, trying to barrel up the ball as best I can. 2-0, taken outside. His pitch selection has been very good this season. He played priorly at Gonzaga, but now taking his talents to North Dakota State. 3-0 to the center fielder. Taken outside, a 4-pitch walk issued to Canton. The inning will continue. We're going to have a mound visit. Perhaps a new arm, and yes, we'll be right back with the pitching change right after this.
Cowlitz PUD proudly supports our community and the Cowlitz Black Bears. Visit cowlitzpud.org to learn about customer-friendly opportunities like our new ride-share program, which allows you to rent our all-electric Chevy Bolt. Whether you want to take it on a quick trip or a scenic drive, the first 4 hours are free, then $4 an hour after that. Again, that's cowlitzpud.org.
Remember that first time you rode a bike? Really hard at first, but you kept improving. That's the thinking behind the Money Builder Share Certificate from Fiber Federal Credit Union. We heard that making that first step to saving is the hardest, so we made it a little easier. With as little as $25, you can save at a rate that is way higher than regular savings accounts. And after 18 months, you've saved a nice little nest egg. The Money Builder Share Certificate from Fiber Federal, federally insured by NCUA.
It's coyote season here at Cowlitz River Rigging. You might be asking yourself, what does that mean?
It means haying, cutting, mowing, moving, plowing, sowing, pushing, pulling, digging, ripping, tilling, towing season.
Coyote tractors are fuel efficient, rugged, and ready to work.
Stop in at the Grown Man's Candy Store and test drive a Coyote tractor today.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
Warmer weather is here, and what better way to enjoy a summer day than with a trip to the ballpark to watch Cowlitz Black Bears baseball.
Play ball!
Don't miss the action on the diamond as the Cowlitz Black Bears match up against other Western League rivals for the championship. This safe, outdoor event is a perfect outing for all. Peace Health is again a proud sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears. We have our team of medical experts on deck to provide our community with the care they need. Bring your family and bring your friends to a fun-filled time at the ballpark and make it a part of your healthy, active summer. Peace Health and Cowlitz Black Bears baseball.
Eli Kennel will face the new pitcher out of the pen from Umpqua College, the right-hander. In a little bit of trouble coming into the game. Does have 2 outs. Runners on first and second. The ball gets away. Over to second goes Sam Canton, and into third goes Eli Lopez. Ducks on the ponds for Eli Kennel. 1 for 2 tonight. Walked his last time up. The third baseman, Andrew Graham, on the edge of the infield grass. One and two to the number 2 hitter. Entering the game at 278, but raised that with this single in the second. 1-2. Finds a gap on the right side, brings in 1 run. Canton will stay at third. The Black Bears up by a touchdown and a field goal, 11-1 here in the 5th. Ethan Mann will hit as the inning continues. Swinging at the first pitch. Pulls it, and it gets past a diving Andrew Graham. RBI, base hit for the number 3 hitter. Everybody contributing. 1 through 9 for the Black Bears. An 8 spot in the second, a 4 spot here in the 5th. 12-1. Highest scoring game for the Black Bears. First pitch swinging is Brandon Larson. A ground out to Manny Casillas on the 3 unassisted. 9 batters come to the plate. Grant Jay led the inning off with a no-doubt home run for his 4th of the season. And RBIs came from Lopez, Kennel, and Mann. And the Black Bears lead 12-1 as Lucian Wexberg back on the mound to start the 6th.
I call myself a confident backseat driver. Mom, brakes please.
Gotcha.
But I'm less confident in the economy.
Same here, buddy.
Thankfully, Les Schwab Tires helps make sure that our safety never takes a backseat, even when we're watching our wallets.
Hurry in and save up to $200 on a set of 4 tires, plus get an extra $50 off with financing. Limited time offer while supplies last. Terms and conditions apply. Details at leschwab.com/sale.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
Weather Guard!
Lucian Wexberg back out there for his second inning. Ball hit in the air right at Sam Canson, who moves over to his left and makes the grab to retire Logan Meyer. That'll bring up Aiden Espinoza, who is 2 for 2 with a couple singles. Came in to score the only run of the game for the Sweets back in the second. Fouls it off himself, 0-1. Let us know where you're watching from so we can shout you out. Saw Blazer Bobcats watching and listening from Albany, Georgia. Love to see where Black Bear fans are all over the country. The 1-1 is a bit outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Up and away for ball 3. Corvallis over Springfield's 1-0 in the bottom of the 7th. 1-out walk issued to Espinoza, who has now reached in all 3 of his plate appearances. That'll move things along to the catcher, Kevin Spear. Fastball on the inside corner, strike 1. Spear had an RBI double in the second and walked his last time up in the 4th. Oh, a slow chopper at Chris Brown, throws over on the run in time to retire the catcher. Chris Brown is an unbelievable defender for the Black Bears. He makes highlight plays every time he goes out there. I would say one of the 2 best defenders on the Black Bears team. The other one being A.J. Singer, who has the night off tonight. We've seen Singer at second, but mostly in the 6th hole. 0-1 to Peyton Knowles, the number 9 hitter who walked in both of his plate appearances. Checks his swing. He checked down, and Purchase says he did not go around. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pickles over the North Paws right now in the bottom of the 4th. The Pickles lead 1-0. High chopper, comebacker, Lucian Wexberg makes the second putout in 2 innings, and that will end the inning. Through 5.5, the Black Bears up by 11.
Hi, it's Jess and Bobby checking in from the Grown Man's Candy Store. I'm sure we can all agree that Mother Nature has been a little, unpredictable this year, to say the least.
But one thing you can predict is steel's power and reliability.
At Cowlitz River Rigging, we carry a wide variety of superior steel, gas, and battery-powered equipment to get all your jobs done.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Call Weather Guard.
577-7200.
Weather Guard!
Hi, this is Mike from Dick Hanna Toyota. We've been part of this community for years. We're proud to support our Cowlitz Black Bears once again this year. One of the nicest experiences each summer is to be with family and friends watching America's pastime. Dick Hanna Dealerships has been around for over 70 years, and they are a local family-owned business with a tradition of supporting our community.
Dick Hanna Toyota, believe in nice.
Grant J will lead the inning off here in the 6th for the Black Bears. Last time up, hit a home run over the fence and left. It went over the bullpen. He smoked the ball. Hit it 107 miles per hour off the bat. Kyle Fitzgerald back on the mound for Walla Walla. He moves ahead 1-2. His last time out was against Yakima Valley. Just 3 days ago, he pitched 1 inning, gave up an earned run on 3 hits. Gets strike 3 called on Jay. Usually when the game is broken open and the opposing team is up by 7 or more runs, the strike zone gradually starts to get a little bit bigger on both sides. So nobody on and 1 out for LaTrey McCollum. The right fielder takes in the dirt for ball 1. McCollum has scored twice tonight. He was hit by a pitch in the 2nd. And later on in the 2nd, had an RBI single. One of 3 batters in the 2nd inning to bat twice. Quickly ahead, 3 balls and no strikes. His last time up, hit a single, stole a bag, and came in to score. The 3-0. 4-pitch walk issued to the right fielder. Chris Brown will bat for his 2nd time, taking over for Tice Peterson. He flew out to right field for Logan Meyer back in the 5th. Hits this ball good into left center field. Going back is Ben Parker and playing it off the wall. Extra bases for Chris Brown being waved home. LaTrey McCollum and the Black Bears lead 13-1. Everybody in the Black Bears lineup either has hits or RBIs. One out RBI double for Brown. A hitting clinic for Cowlitz here in game 2. Looks like they're continually in batting practice. That ball was hit a projected 345 feet, 103 miles an hour off the bat of Brown, thanks to TrackMan. Lopez takes in the dirt, 1-1. Out of Cal State Fullerton, playing in his 9th game, he was hit by a pitch with the bases loaded in the 2nd, singled in the 3rd, and hit an RBI single in the 5th. He's reached in all 3 of his plate appearances. Takes below the knees for ball 2. Going back to alumni of the Sweets that have made it to the show, Mark Contreras, an outfielder in the Twins organization. Sliders outside, 3-1. Made his MLB debut in 2022 and played for the Sweets during the 2014 season. The 3-1, Lopez hits it down the left field line, just foul to fill up the count. Sam Buchard, the first baseman, outfielder for the Colorado Rockies. His first game in the Bigs was in 2022 after playing for the Sweet Onions in 2014. Full count. Below the zone, and Lopez aboard once again for the fourth time tonight. Runners on first and second, 1 run in already here in the sixth as the Black Bears look to extend on their 13-1 lead. The sun beginning to set beyond left field. Swing and a miss from Talixon, 0-1. 1 for 3. Talixon had an RBI single in the second, flew out and a ground out after that. 0-1. Hit into the air. It's a blooper. It's trouble, and it finds the outfield grass. Another hit for Connor Talixon on the bloop single. The bases full of Black Bears once again. Chris Brown after the RBI double at third. Lopez after the walk at second. And Talixon now stands at first. It's Sam Canton, the leadoff hitter for the Black Bears. Just 1 out here in the bottom of the sixth. Takes a fastball inside, 1-0. Lastly, Vinny Capra, an infielder, played in Walla Walla in 2017. The 1-0, hit into the air, playable in left field for Aiden Espinoza. In comes Chris Brown on the sacrifice fly from Sam Canton. 2 touchdowns for the Black Bears. Here in game 2, they lead 14-1. Vinny Capra was a Sweden 17, made his first appearance in the major leagues in 2022 with the Toronto Blue Jays north of the border. So Eli Kennel bats. Runners on first and second and 2 away. Takes a breaking ball in the dirt, 1-0. Overall, 130 players have made it to the show out of the West Coast League. Pretty remarkable. And that number will just keep growing with the addition of the expansion teams a couple years back. Popped up in the infield. Who's it going to be? It's going to be Peyton Knowles. Waits for it to come down and makes the grab to retire the side. But 2 more runs come in as the Black Bears lead 14-1 in the middle game of the series. We'll be right back to David Story Field as Lucian Wexberg will get back to work.
Cowlitz PUD proudly supports our community and the Cowlitz Black Bears. Visit cowlitzpud.org to learn about customer-friendly opportunities like our new ride share program, which allows you to rent our all-electric Chevy Bolt. Whether you want to take it on a quick trip or a scenic drive, the first 4 hours are free, then $4 an hour after that. Again, that's cowlitzpud.org.
Remember that first time you rode a bike? Really hard at first, but you kept improving. That's the thinking behind the Money Builder Share Certificate from Fiber Federal Credit Union. We heard that making that first step to saving is the hardest, so we made it a little easier. With as little as $25, you can save at a rate that is way higher than regular savings accounts. And after 18 months, you've saved a nice little nest egg. The Money Builder Share Certificate from Fiber Federal, federally insured by NCUA.
It's going to be Kennedy Hara leading off the inning. He's the leadoff hitter for the Sweets to start the 7th. Top of the lineup will face Lucian Wexberg, second pitcher of the game. Heads up in the dugout. Noah and Bowden, a relief pitcher, had to get out of the way. One ball and one strike to the Hawaiian roller coaster. Takes in the dirt for ball 2. From Hawaii, plays at the University of Hawaii. Walks up to the song from Lilo and Stitch. The radio broadcaster for Walla Walla was having some fun yesterday when Gaston was on the mound for the Black Bears. He said, Gaston, close to Gaston. It was a little bit of a Disney theme in game 1. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter. The Black Bears will finish off June in Corvallis and will play the Knights in back-to-back weekends. The 2-2, hit up the middle. Eli Lopez gets to it, fires over, and the throw is wide, but bounced right back to Brandon Larson. That was a tough play for the shortstop, but I'm sure if you ask Lopez, he said, I should have made the play. It'll go down as an E6. So the Bears will play the Knights in back-to-back weekends next week. The Bears are home to face Springfield once again. Last series, the Black Bears beat Springfield 2-1. They won their first rubber match game in 4 tries. They were 0-4 prior to that win in the series finale in Springfield. 1-0, poked into right field. Millar, it's Mason Millar, took over for Andrew Graham at third. Give him some playing time. And Millar is aboard in his first plate appearance. So he's on first. Kennedy Hara stands at second. Wexberg in a little bit of trouble here, but good practice. Up by 13 runs. Ben Parker, hitless tonight, 0 for 3. Fastball misses inside. Get to know the Black Bear players off the field with Black Bears on the road. You can find it on the Cowlitz Black Bears YouTube channel. A new episode is out featuring one of the hometown guys, reliever Jay Schuler. Fouled off of the mask of Connor Talixon, but he barely moves a muscle. 2-1 the count to the center fielder. Hit off the end of the bat. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I talked to skipper Kelly Stinnett before the game yesterday, and I asked him what he was happy about last series and how could they carry that into this one. He said, we won this series, so that's good. We showed some power, which I was happy about. 2-2, chopped foul. Our middle guys pitching kind of hit a speed bump, but I was just happy to come away with a win on Sunday. It's a pretty good team over there in Springfield, so that was huge to come away with the series win. He said, now let's see if we can win back-to-back series. That would be nice. Well, the Black Bears looking like they're going to do that here tonight. 2-2 gets past Talixon. Hara over to third. Willard to second on the wild pitch. I also asked, what are you looking to improve on the most at the moment? He said, I think if we can just keep driving in some runs, not leaving guys on base, The payoff pitch above the belt. Bases loaded for the Onions. It's going to be Caleb Gray who comes up. Nobody out for Walla Walla in the visiting 7th. Coach Stinnett said, I think that was our biggest hiccup, big swing and a miss from the cleanup hitter, 0-1. Our last time at home, we had the bases loaded in the first 3 innings, and we're only to come away with 1 run. We had a chance to break it open early, and we didn't do that. He said timely hitting is going to be huge. Well, the Black Bears with 7 runs in Game 1 and 14 runs so far through 6 innings on offense. They've done just that, plus more. Got to be very happy with this team. Coach had a lot to say about the guys that recently came and joined the team. He said, I think our lineup is stretched finally. The breaking ball misses outside 2-2. Where 1 through 9, who you going to get out? That's what he said to me before yesterday's game. And they've gone on to put up 21 runs through a game and a half. Just outside to fill up the count, nowhere to put him with the bases loaded. He said, we still got a couple of pretty good guys sitting on the bench. It puts a little more pressure on me for sure to ride out the lineup every day, but it's going to allow guys to stay fresh. He said, with 2 on and 1 off. Chopped up, the tall Wexberg able to put his mitt to it, throws over to first in time. Kennedy Hara came in to score. Millar moved to third. Parker at second with 1 out for Manny Casillas. Swings and hits it foul. Heads up, Black Bear fans. Strikeouts, not a huge concern for Coach Stinnett. He said, I think guys are still getting their feet wet, and some of the guys didn't get a lot of at-bats in the college season, so they're still working on their timing at the plate. Ground ball gets Manny Casillas. We'll take another look at that. Good play from Eli Lopez deep in the 6 hole. Lucian Wexberg points over and thanks his shortstop. Another run does come in to make it 14-3. Almost through 3 quarters, 2 touchdowns for the Black Bears and 1 field goal for the Sweets. The college season, so they're still working on their timing at the plate. Ground strength and a nice play on the other end from Brandon Larson. Meyer hits it up the middle. Oh, he has an RBI single. Ben Parker, after he was walked, comes in to score. 3 runs across for the Sweets. Bring it within 10 runs, 14-4. 13 hits for the Black Bears, 6 for the Sweets, and 1 error on the board combined. And the error went on Eli Lopez, the shortstop, who just atoned for it. Aiden Espinoza has reached all 3 of his plate appearances. Takes the fastball outside to even up the counts, 1-1. Takes a slider inside. I've lived in Washington for a little less than a month, almost a full month now, and I've learned They like their fireworks here. I've been hearing them the last few nights at my host family's home. We saw a fireworks show out in the distance in right center field when the sun was still out in the second or third inning. They were excited. The Black Bears put up 8 runs in the second. We'll have a fireworks show here at the ballpark in August. Highly anticipated. Get your tickets now before they're gone. Payoff pitch is hit foul. We'll do it again. Wexberg looking to get out of the inning. Payoff pitch, hit up the middle, and the inning will go on. Espinoza, 3 for 3 with a walk. Movement in the Black Bears pen. Can't tell who it is, but a lefty is currently warming up. This will most likely be Wexberg's last inning if he's able to get through it. 2 outs on the board, just needing one more to escape the 7th. Looking to limit the damage to 3 runs. (1-0) and out comes Justin Parrish. The weather has been fantastic in the Pacific Northwest. As soon as the sun goes down, it's cool. You almost need to pack a sweatshirt with you if you're going out past sunset. In the morning, it's also very cool. It's perfect for my daily runs. Started running at the beginning of the month, just a mile at a time. But today, felt a little bit inspired and moved it to 2 miles. So hopefully I can go 2 miles a day from here on out and eventually get to 3 and 4. But once you get to 6, I'll probably call it good there. 2 balls and 1 strike to the catcher, Kevin Spear. Runners on first and second. 3 runs in for the Sweets. They still trail 14-4. Wexberg attacking the zone now to even up the count. Deuces wild once again. 2-2, 2 outs, 2 on. Missing outside to fill up the count once more. The Black Bears have had 1 rain out this season. They didn't even start the game, and then against Ridgefield on Father's Day, the game was called in the 2nd inning. Fly ball, no big deal for Latre McCollum. Walla sends 8 men to the plate and scores 3 runs. We stretch here at David Story Field. The Black Bears ahead by 10.
It's coyote season here at Cowlitz River Rigging. You might be asking yourself, what does that mean?
It means haying, cutting, mowing, moving, plowing, sowing, pushing, pulling, digging, ripping, tilling, towing season.
Coyote tractors are fuel efficient, rugged, and ready to work.
Stop in at the Grown Man's Candy Store and test drive a Coyote tractor today.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
Warmer weather is here, and what better way to enjoy a summer day than with a trip to the ballpark to watch Cowlitz Black Bears baseball?
Play ball!
Don't miss the action on the diamond as the Cowlitz Black Bears match up against other Western League rivals for the championship. This safe, outdoor event is a perfect outing for all. Peace Health is again a proud sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears. We have our team of medical experts on deck to provide our community with the care they need. Bring your family and bring your friends to a fun-filled time at the ballpark and make it a part of your healthy, active summer. Peace Health and Cowlitz Black Bears baseball. A great double play.
Beautiful sunset beyond left field. Got some orange in there, maybe some slight pink. There's beautiful sunsets every day in Washington. As long as there's no clouds and you can see it. But during the summer months, that's the time to come to the Pacific Northwest. New pitcher is going to be Mason Brunson. Brunson goes to Paradise Valley Community College from West Richland, Washington. The left-hander stands at 5'9". He's 165 pounds. Comes in with an ERA full of ones, 11.11. Ethan Mann will lead things off for the Black Bears here in the home seventh. 3, 4, and 5 hitters due up. Fouled off. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 fastball is taken outside. 2-1. I was talking about slugging percentage earlier in the game. Grant J with a 755 slugging percentage at DBU. If you don't know what slugging percentage is, it accounts for extra base hits that betters your opportunity to score. So, for example, home runs are worth 4, triples worth 3, doubles worth 2, and singles worth 1. Payoff pitch is outside. Another leadoff man aboard for the Black Bears. It's going to be Brandon Larson, the only hitter in the lineup yet to reach, although making his contribution in the second with an RBI ground out. Brunson throws home, and the slider's outside, 1-0. So after you add up the singles, the doubles, the triples, and the home runs they had throughout the season, you divide that by the number of at-bats they had. So an above average slugging percentage is .450. The best hitters are hitting 500 plus in slugging. It's just a math formula, which math is not my strong suit, but I'm able to do the slugging percentage formula. Multiply singles by 1, doubles by 2, triples by 3, home runs by 4, and just divide it all by the number of at-bats, and that's how you come away with the slugging percentage. 3-1, hit hard into right field. Logan Meyer moves to his left, though, and makes the grab. 1 away here in the 7th. Man still at first for his DBU teammate, Grant J. So the best hitters have a slugging percentage of 500 plus. Shohei Ohtani, well, he's the best of the best in hitting and pitching. His slugging percentage is 630. That leads the MLB. And the number 2 is Yordan Alvarez, and he's hitting slugging percentage of .589. That's not even close. High fly ball playable for Ben Parker. Always have to mention if it's playable or not off the bat of Grant J because he supplies a lot of power. So a line out and a fly out after the leadoff walk issued from Brunson brings up Latrey McCollum. McCollum's come to the plate 4 times and reached in all 4 times. Hit by pitch, walked, has a couple of singles, also has a stolen bag and an RBI. 0-1 against the lefty who works from the third base side of the rubber. The 0-1 is outside. The 1-1 hit into the air for Ben Parker once more in front of the warning track, makes the grab. We have completed 7 innings, and the Black Bears averaging 2 runs per frame. They lead 14-4.
I call myself a confident backseat driver. Mom, brakes please.
Gotcha.
But I'm less confident in the economy.
Same here, buddy.
Thankfully, Les Schwab Tires helps make sure that our safety never takes a backseat, even when we're watching our wallets.
Hurry in and save up to $200 on a set of 4 tires, plus get an extra $50 off with financing. Limited time offer while supplies last. Terms and conditions apply. Details at leschwab.com/sale.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
Weather Guard.
Hi, it's Jess and Bobby checking in from the Grown Man's Candy Store. I'm sure we can all agree that Mother Nature has been a little, unpredictable this year, to say the least.
But one thing you can predict is steel's power and reliability.
At Cowlitz River Rigging, we carry a wide variety of superior steel, gas, and battery-powered equipment to get all your jobs done.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Spencer Seed, the new pitcher for the Black Bears, making his debut out of the University of San Diego. UCSD teammates with first baseman Brandon Larson. Southpaw delivers, fastball upstairs, 1-0. 9-1-2 hitters due up for Walla Walla. The 1-0, hit foul. Hope you can join us for the series finale as the Black Bears seek their first sweep of the season. Black Bear fans, bring your brooms out to the ballpark. 2-1 is hit on the left side, foul. Spencer finished his freshman year at UCSD from San Marino, California. Way high to fill up the count. He's 5'11", 190 pounds. Born in Pasadena, California. That's home of the Rose Bowl every year. He walks the first batter he faces in Peyton Knowles, who has his third walk of the game. So it'll move things to Kennedy Haro sitting 438, entering the game. 0 for 4 tonight. Reached on his last time up, the only error of the game for the Black Bears. He came in to score in the 7th when Walla Walla brought 3 runs in. The 1-0. Line drive, foul ball. That trickles down the netting. Seed's favorite baseball memory was throwing back-to-back no-hitters his senior year of high school. When he's not playing baseball, he enjoys road cycling, mountain biking, hiking, and going to the beach. An outdoorsy guy. That's why he plays baseball. He gets to be outside. After the walk to Knowles, he moves ahead 1-2. He roots for AFC Richmond and the Dodgers. His favorite athletes are Roy Kent and Clayton Kershaw. If you haven't seen the TV show Ted Lasso on Apple TV, I think it's worth a watch. 3 seasons out. It's all about positivity and kindness. It's inspired me. And it's based on soccer. You don't even have to be a huge soccer fan to enjoy it. One of his favorite movies is Moneyball. Baseball movie about the Oakland A's. When I was in Palm Springs this winter, calling baseball for the California Winter League, 2-2, check swing, but able to hold up to fill up the count. One of the actors in Moneyball is a scout for the Dodgers, and he played a scout in the movie Moneyball. He said he had a fantastic experience. Once I come up with his name, I will let you know. The payoff pitch is foul. The payoff pitch is upstairs. Back-to-back walks issued from Spencer Seed to start the 8th. When you're up by multiple runs, the last thing you want to do is issue free passes. So Seed's going to look to bounce back and attack the strike zone. First pitch into Mason Millar is taken for ball 1. Millar is 1 for 1. He came in for Andrew Graham, the number 2 spot in the lineup. Big swing and a miss as Talixon points his glove of approval to Seed. 2 balls and 1 strike to the number 2 hitter. Two one. Field umpire Tom Purchase says he held up his swing. So Seed struggling with command out of the pen, falls behind 3-1. Big hack to fill up the count. Payoff pitch called. Strike 3. First out recorded and first strikeout for the Southpaw, making his Black Bear debut. So it's going to be the center fielder, Ben Parker. The umpire has some words for head coach Jared Molna, who was barking at him after the called strike when he rung up Molar. Makes note of it on his notepad, and we'll continue on. Oh, 1 is fouled behind us. The scout that was in the California Winter League that made an appearance as a scout in Moneyball is Barry Moss. He's currently a scout for the Dodgers. He helped scout Max Muncy. Strike 3. Called on Ben Parker. Consecutive strikeouts for Spencer Seed. Looking to strand a couple of guys for the Sweets here in the 8th. Barry Moss talked about working with Brad Pitt. Said Brad Pitt was one of the nicest guys in the world. He said Brad Pitt made sure that his name was in the credits, so he would get some royalties as Moneyball, very popular movie, continues to be on TV every now and then. So Barry Moss still benefiting from it, thanks to the actor Brad Pitt, who made sure all of the guys who made appearances in the movie were in the credits. Said it was so fun playing a scout, being a scout. He didn't know how to act, but he knew how to be a scout. So not too much acting involved. Very talented cast that joined those two. Comebacker, softly hit to Seed, who throws over. Middle 8, 14-4, the Black Bears ahead.
Call Weather Guard.
577-7200.
Weather Guard!
Hi, this is Mike from Dick Hanna Toyota. We've been part of this community for years. We're proud to support our Cowlitz Black Bears once again this year. One of the nicest experiences each summer is to be with family and friends watching America's pastime. Dick Hanna Dealerships has been around for over 70 years, and they are a local family-owned business with a tradition of supporting our community.
Dick Hanna Toyota, believe in nice.
Cowlitz PUD proudly supports our community and the Cowlitz Black Bears. Visit cowlitzpud.org to learn about customer-friendly opportunities like our new ride share program, which allows you to rent our all-electric Chevy Bolt. Whether you want to take it on a quick trip or a scenic drive, the first 4 hours are free, then $4 an hour after that. Again, that's cowlitzpud.org.
Remember that first time you rode a bike? Really hard at first, but you kept improving. That's the thinking behind the Money Builder Share Certificate from Fiber Federal Credit Union. We heard that making that first step to saving is the hardest, so we made it a little easier. With as little as $25, you can save at a rate that is way higher than regular savings accounts. And after 18 months, you've saved a nice little nest egg. The Money Builder Share Certificate from Fiber Federal, federally insured by NCUA.
Breaking news from ESPN. Yankees, Domingo German throws the 24th perfect game in MLB history at the Coliseum in Oakland. Congratulations to the right-hander Yankees pitcher. 24 times in over 100 years baseball. America's pastime, been around a very, very long time. And we've got some news out of the West Coast League. The Ridgefield Raptors' 11-game win streak comes to an end. Bend and the Raptors playing each other 6 straight times. After losing 4 games in a row, the Elks said, all right, we're getting a little tired of this. And they responded after a walk-off balk, kept the win streak alive for Ridgefield in last night's game. Swing and a miss. That retires Chris Brown to start the 8th. That'll bring up Eli Lopez with nobody on and 1 out. The Elks beat the Raptors 5-3. The Pickles beating the North Paws 7-2. And Bellingham, they've won a handful of games. They lost to Edmonton. Corvallis ahead of Springfield 4-0. Bellingham was 16-3, now 16-4 after falling to the Riverhawks. The Moneyball cast includes, with Pitt, Robin Wright, Jonah Hill, Philip Seymour Hoffman, familiar face to those Hunger Game fans. New Hunger Games movie coming out in December. It's a prequel. Lopez is walked with 1 out. Chris Pratt also in the movie, and as well as Stephen Bishop. Reed Diamond, Brent Jennings, a handful of talented actors and actress. One 0 count to the number 9 hitter, Connor Tallickson. 5 plate appearances for Eli Lopez, and he's reached in all 5. Brunson deals home, and it's outside on the fastball, 2-0. Very cool nights now that the sun has gone down and set fully. It's crazy when you're not from the Pacific Northwest to come up here during the summer months and the sun stays out for a very long time and rises very early. I mean, during the summer in Alaska, the sun's up pretty much all day and night. I had a friend just moved to Alaska, married to a man in the military. She said, it's so crazy that the sun is out and it's 2 in the morning. You really need those blackout curtains if you're up in Alaska. Not quite that far north here in Washington, but we're still pretty far up here, so the sun likes to stay out for a very long time. It's 9:22 and it's still a little light out. You could see. You don't need a flashlight. It doesn't get like pitch black until after 10 o'clock. That's kind of wild coming from California. I'm Joey Senna. Thanks for joining us. And if you're still watching, we appreciate it. As the Black Bears are ahead 14-4, and they're just 3 outs away from winning their first home series and winning for the first time this season back-to-back series. So it's Sam Canton, the leadoff hitter for the Black Bears, to bat. A couple guys on and 1 out here in the 8th. Below the knees for ball 1. The 1-0. Hit into the air in foul territory, and that gets out of play. The pitcher, Brunson, third baseman, Millar, and Kevin Spear all went as far as they could right in front of their dugout, but ran out of room. The Black Bears will play 9 games in a row without having a day off. Check swing. They checked down, and Purchase said he held up. 2-1. The next off day for the Black Bears is next Thursday, and their last one was this past Monday. Takes low. 3 balls and 1 strike. The Sweets will continue their road trip after this. They'll head south to Bend, Oregon. Canton's walked. The bases are loaded once again. Seems to be the theme of the game, as batting practice never finished for the Black Bears tonight. 14 runs, 13 hits, and 1 mistake defensively. First pitch swinging, chopper at the first baseman, Casillas, and he ran to the bag before he tracked the ball into his mitt. Station to station goes the Black Bears on the air on the first baseman. Lopez into score. Talix into third. Canton to second. Bases remain loaded for Ethan Mann. Takes a fastball low and away for ball 1. Swung on and fouled. First pitch swinging, chopper at the first baseman, Casillas, and he ran to the bag before, but does go down as a E3. Mann swings at the low pitch, 1 ball and 2 strikes. 9 games in a row for the Black Bears include 3 here against Walla Walla, 3 in Corvallis, and then they'll host Springfield for 3. The Black Bears only play on a Monday 2 times this season. One time coming this upcoming Monday against Springfield at home at the beginning of July. And another when Bellingham comes to Cowlitz. That is on July the 17th. Two. Hit hard into left field, finds the outfield grass. 1 run in, and the second run, Sam Canton steps on home plate, and the Black Bears extend their lead 17-4. Wow. You have to look at the scoreboard a couple times and think to yourself, is that the right score? But it is. The Black Bears with 8 runs in the second, 4 runs in the fifth, 2 runs in the sixth, and now 3 here in the home eighth. Still just 1 out. Just as you are watching, the fans here at the stadium staying and cheering on the Black Bears. High fly ball into left field, tracked down near the line by Aiden Espinoza. So runners remain on first and second. Now 2 away. The 8th hitter of the inning is going to be Grant J. Batting for his 6th time tonight. He's come in and scored 3 times for the Black Bears. Jay takes a low strike. The only team left for the Black Bears that they haven't played yet this season is Corvallis, and that will change this weekend. And they'll play them twice in just 3 series. Rest of the schedule, Corvallis for 3, Springfield at home for 3, Corvallis at home for 3, and then the only other team that they haven't faced yet is the Bend Elks. High fly ball for Ben Parker, and that retires the side, but the Black Bears bring in 3 more. They have 2 touchdowns and a field goal on the board and a couple safeties on the board for Walla Walla, 17-4, down to their final 3 outs.
It's coyote season here at Cowlitz River Rigging. You might be asking yourself, what does that mean?
It means haying, cutting, mowing, moving, plowing, sowing, pushing, pulling, digging, ripping, tilling, towing season.
Coyote tractors are fuel efficient, rugged, and ready to work.
Stop in at the Grown Man's Candy Store and test drive a Coyote tractor today.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
Warmer weather is here, and what better way to enjoy a summer day than with a trip to the ballpark to watch Cowlitz Black Bears baseball.
Play ball!
Don't miss the action on the diamond as the Cowlitz Black Bears match up against other Western League rivals for the championship. This safe, outdoor event is a perfect outing for all. Peace Health is again a proud sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears. We have our team of medical experts on deck to provide our community with the care they need. Bring your family and bring your friends to a fun-filled time at the ballpark and make it a part of your healthy, active summer. Peace Health and Cowlitz Black Bears baseball. A great
last night, the game was finished in an hour and 58 minutes, and we are just 4 minutes away from hitting the 3-hour mark in the middle game of the series. New pitcher for the Black Bears is Austin McWilliams. Hometown kid from Longview, Washington, the right-hander, plays ball at Big Bend Community College. The right-hander, 6 feet tall, 205 pounds, looking to get the final 3 outs to secure back-to-back series wins, just as head coach Kelly Sinnett asked for before yesterday's game. Coming to fruition here in Game 2. 17 runs, 14 hits, and 1 error for the Black Bears. 4 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error for Walla Walla. Called strike 1 to Manny Casillas. 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up for the Sweets. Fouled back and quickly 0-2. McWilliams is making his Black Bear debut, just as Seed did back in the 8th. Slapped, foul. Ethan Mann will run out of room. Goes towards Bob's Sporting Goods party deck. No and 2. Do the number 5 hitter. McWilliams. Looks like the ball slipped out of his hand a little bit on the off-speed pitch, 1-2. Dick Hanna Toyota is proud to support our Cowlitz Black Bears. One of the nicest experiences each summer is to be with family and friends and watch these talented baseball players. 1-2 is fouled back. The folks over at Dick Hanna Toyota know a thing or two about nice. Dick Hanna has been around for over 70 years, and they are a local family-owned business with a tradition of supporting our community. Dick Hanna Toyota, believe in nice. 1-2. Poked foul once again towards Bob's party deck. One, two. Well, slider's a bit outside. Yesterday, Shohei Ohtani, his first ever career game with multiple home runs, and he started the game as a pitcher. The guy is a video game player, even better than a video game. He is set to have the biggest contract in MLB history this upcoming off season, rightfully so. You just can't make it up. He leads the MLB in home runs, as well as top 3 in strikeouts, and not at the plates as a pitcher. I think he's still underrated. He doesn't get enough talked about among baseball and sports as a whole. The only other player to do anything like it was Babe Ruth. That was a long time ago. They say guys are once-in-a-generation players like Mike Trout, Bryce Harper, and on the pitching side, Max Scherzer, Clayton Kershaw, Justin Verlander. Shohei Ohtani is a once-in-a-lifetime guy. we will most likely never see anybody put up the numbers offensively and as a pitcher again. I just hope that he can stay healthy the next few years. Oh, 0-1 to Aiden Espinoza. He's 3 for 3 with 3 singles and a walk sprinkled in there. He scored in the second. Playing under the lights now. Fouled back. 0-2. Both the Eli's playing in the middle of the infield, looking for a ground ball to end it here. The 0-2, fastball up at the letters. Radio communication provided by our local day wireless systems. For all your two-way radio and CB needs, visit your local day wireless system. McWilliams strikes out Aiden Espinoza, who's retired for the first time on the foul tip into Connor Talixon's glove. Nice job squeezing that one. But with the runner on first and less than 2 outs, a drop third. It's just a foul ball. Oh, 0-1 to the catcher, Kevin Spear. Spear getting his first start in the series. Yesterday, it was Davis Carr behind the plate for Walla Walla. The saying goes, Walla Walla, city so nice that they named it twice. Went to Eastern Washington a couple road trips ago. Nice little town. The 0-2 is outside. The Sweets down to their final strike and final out here in Game 2. McWilliams looking for a shutdown inning in his first appearance. Ground ball hit softly at Chris Brown. Steps and makes the throw to retire Kevin Spear. The Black Bears eat up the Sweet Onions in Game 2. Final score 17-4. Yesterday, the Black Bears were victorious, winning 7-1. The Black Bears look for their first sweep of the season. Tomorrow night, the final game of the series at 6:35. The probable starter for the Black Bears is Kai Francis. Thank you so much for joining us for Game 2. Hope to see you tomorrow night for Game 3. Thanks to Madison and Mika, I'm Joey Senna saying good night from Longview, Washington. Take care of yourself and your loved ones. We'll see you tomorrow.